Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Rugby League Breakdown Podcast, episode number 50. Hello, everybody. Boys, episode 50, we're here.
We are here. How good.
What a show this is going to be. Episode number 50. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. Lorenzo, how are you, my brother? And first things first, congratulations on hitting 2,000 subscribers.
Guy, how
yeah,
good is that,
thanks, bro. Appreciate it. And
Well,
I'm doing really well. Like 2K subs is obviously made my day pretty good. But just other than that, trying to keep fucking warm. It's so fucking cold.
Yeah, it is. It's freezing. It is absolutely freezing. Couldn't agree more. Hello to everyone in the live chat. Hope you guys are all doing well on this very, very cold Wednesday night. I'm not sure what the weather is down there in Sydney for you lads, but up here it's quite cold. But before I get into the live chat, I want to give a shout out to Warriors NRL Fanatics. He has put in a $5 super chat before the show got underway. He says, "Happy 50th episode, lads. Been here from the start. Here's to many more." Well, thank you very much, Warriors NRL Fanatics. I really appreciate it, my friend. But
He was the original.
yeah, he was here from the start. There's no doubt about that. Now, the live chat, fuck me, it's loaded tonight. It's going to be hard to get through the whole chat, but hello to Faraz, Paripi, Luke Melbourne Storm fan, SS Storm fan. Who else we got here? We got Jason Reader, Paripi's here. Everyone's rolling in. Jay Locke is here. I can't even keep up, bro. The chat's that fucking wild. It's good to see. Excuse me. Arca's here as well. But boys, what a show we have up our hands tonight. It's going to be a big show, isn't it?
Massive.
It's going to be really good.
Yeah.
It's going to be really good. I'm keen.
Big show, boys. Yeah, big show. Sorry about me, boys. I'm just getting over a bit of hay fever. I'm all good, though. Just getting over a bit of hay fever. I was walking around fucking the Liverpool area with CJ on Sunday night, and it was that fucking cold. I ended up getting a bit of hay fever from it, and yeah, I'm fine now. I've just been fucked up on tablets all day, pretty much, so I should be all
had
good.
to walk into a pub at one point.
Yeah, we walked into a pub because it was too cold. We couldn't stand it anymore. We couldn't stand it. We had to walk into a pub and just sit there. We're like, fuck this. We're just gonna go inside, sit at the pub, and just relax. It was freezing. I'll tell you right now, it was freezing. But boys, episode 50 of the podcast. I never thought this would be possible. I gave up on the podcast for a while. I thought it was just going to be another failure and stuff, but it's ended up being a massive success and a very good show for every Wednesday night. So I want to thank ProEnzo Vidz especially, because if it wasn't for him convincing me, the podcast probably wouldn't have lasted. So thank you to ProEnzo Vidz for convincing me to keep the podcast.
No worries, bro. I mean, I love the podcast. Love doing it every week. 50 episodes is fantastic.
It's been good. Oh, shout out to Daniel Bate in the chat all the way over there in the UK. He says, sorry, I've not been in the chat recently, work commitments, etc. So good to have the time to listen to it all. Well, thank you to Daniel Bate for being a very loyal supporter of the channel, and it's all good, bro. Understand. Work commitments, not easy. Totally understand. But I'm going to wear the hoodie because it's absolutely freezing cold, and I don't have a heater in this room. It's very cold. But, boys, without further ado, let's get into the podcast.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And we're going to start off with beautiful, right off the bat, topic number 5. Did New South Wales and Queensland get the Origin teams right? I think there's going to be a few of these that we're not going to agree with. We're going to get the Origin team list just here in front of me. Right. They, in my opinion, both teams fucked up a lot. I want to start with you first, Lorenzo. Did New South Wales and Queensland both get it right, or were there a few muck-ups?
There was a few muck-ups, especially for New South Wales. I think I'm very disappointed to see a couple of selections and a couple dropped. In particular, I think Odo Carr's very lucky to miss out, especially having Sawali in front of him too. Sawali, he will be a good player, but like I don't think he's ready to be near the Origin arena yet. He's done nothing this year. He's probably scored a couple of tries, and that's about it. And I think the disrespect to Addo is a bit unfair because he's already won so many series with it. He's a quality player that just struggles to get the ball. So I think it's wrong that they've done that. I also think it's a bit weird how Jacob Sy fit is there instead of Jake Trbojevic. I can agree with
Here we
Jake.
go.
Is,
Here
I
we
think
go. Here we go.
This is where it starts. But like, I understand Jake got dropped. I think that's the fair call because he's on this year. But I wouldn't have Jacob Sy in front of him. There's no way I have Jacob Sy in front of Jake this year. That's my opinion. And lastly, for us, Crichton on the bench and Wyatt in the centres. I hope that's just a stir up, but that's not good. Not a good call.
ProEnzo, you're gonna hate me when I say this. You're gonna probably lose your shit. Joseph Sawali has had a better year so far than Addo.
That's not true. That's not true.
No, it's
no.
Well, he's only scored a couple more tries at Addo. That's about it.
He's doing a great job on the wing. Addo hasn't done anything. I'm glad Addo's not there. I really am. But Daniel Tupou's the one.
What's
Daniel Tupou's the one that's replaced him, which is a big call.
Nah.
Yeah, what's Sawali used to make himself get an Origin spot?
Joseph Sawali is a player of the future. They want to get him in the Origin camp. They want to get him in the environment. They want to, get him to do his apprenticeship under there, just like what Cameron.
He's not even playing. But he's not even playing.
He's not playing.
What's the
but
point
he's
of
in
having someone there if he isn't even going to play? I reckon that they really fucked up with having Joseph Sawali. That's a wasted potential spot right there for someone who deserves it.
Graham?
Exactly. I mean, that's one person I would have in front of Joseph Sawali. And look, Addo, he should be starting. He should be the starting wing. Why is Tupou in
No.
It should be Addo. Addo's the best winger in the world. He is the best winger in the world, and they didn't even choose him.
Over Brian Toto.
What can a winger do if he's not getting the ball? He's the furthest on the edge. What much can he do? Well, he has to stay on his edge. He has to stay on the wing. He has to be there and wait for the opportunity to come. The problem with the Bulldogs, what they were doing is they're not utilizing Addo's best potential, and that is his speed. What Munster used to always do at the Storm is put in huge kicks down the field, and Addo would chase it. What the Bulldogs are doing is they're giving Addo the ball 10 meters from the line and saying, all right, here, do something with it. He's not Toto. He's not Sivo. He can't run straight through the line. He needs his speed. And he hasn't been given that at all at the Bulldogs. And I reckon he would have.
Me and CJ had a chat about this the other day, and I've been saying this for a while now. You're talking about Addo not being picked. Talking about Sawali getting in there. Daniel Tupou. Boys, where the fuck's Alex Johnson? When's he going to get an opportunity on the wing?
He does it week in, week out, year for year.
Exactly. Isn't Daniel Tupou going to play for Tonga in the World Cup?
Maybe, yeah. I think so.
The rules are stupid. The rules are fucked. Tupou's going to play for New South Wales, but could play for Tonga later in the year. It doesn't make any sense to me, boys.
I believe Stags as well, from my understanding.
Yeah, and Katoni. Yeah. What the fuck? CHAMPA.
Yeah, these rules need to be fixed. The legibility rules.
Yeah.
All right, CHAMPA, I got a question for you, brother. Would you pick Alex Johnson over Daniel Tupou?
I would. I would pick Johnson over Tupou, but I wouldn't pick Johnson over Addo.
I reckon Addo doesn't deserve to be near the team. He's been shit.
No. He deserves. They want to talk about loyalty, but I can't think of any other players more loyal to the blue side than Addo and Jake Trbojevic, and they're not even picked. I reckon Jake Trbojevic could have been a contender for captain if Tedesco and Cleary or Yo wasn't in the side.
What?
This is the team they want. It's still a solid side. It's still a solid side. But I reckon there's so much. And another thing I want to touch on: Nico Hines not being in the starting 17. He's the replacement player. I'm sorry, stop it. But he's in the top Dally M leaderboard, and he isn't even in the side. Rick, you want to talk about making way for the future in Sawali? The future is in Hines, and he's not even playing. I mean, as if he's going to get a game as a replacement player. He should be in the side, not Whiten. What the fuck has Whiten done all year? Nothing. What has Hines done? Consistently being the best player at Cronulla Sharks.
There is no way in the world I would have had Nico Hines in this team either.
Oh,
Wow.
Where?
Goodness.
Where are you going to play him? He
14.
can't play anywhere but anywhere
Where
else.
are you going to play him? You can play him anywhere in the backs. You can play him in the halves.
You can't play him.
You can even play him as a lock, being that third half. Play him at
lock. Bloke will get killed.
Yes, play him as lock.
Papali will kill him.
What?
Papali and Tino will kill him.
He doesn't have to be a forward. He can play as a third halfback and just be the next ball controlling player.
Bro.
Yes.
Bro.
Brisbane did it with Benji Marshall. I don't see why they can't do it with Nico Hines.
Like
Benji, man.
Brother, this is what I would have done. I would have had Whiten at 14, Crichton in the centres. I think we can all agree tonight that Whiten and Crichton are in backwards positions. Whiten should be the 14, and Crichton should be in the centres.
Yep.
I think we can all agree on that.
The reason why I think they did that is because they don't want Stags or Crichton playing in different sides of the field. They were going on about for you, but I agree with you. There's no way that Whiten should be in that starting center position. No way.
And now I don't know if you boys will agree with this one, but Mitchell Moses, I would have preferred as the backup half of Nico Hines.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. He's been one of the best halfbacks this year.
But not as a jersey 14. You wouldn't have Moses as a jersey 14.
No. If you're looking for a backup half in case of an injury, Mitchell Moses is your man, not Nico Hines.
He's not even. Look, players like I don't see how Joseph Sawali can get a position, but someone like Mitchell Moses can't. See,
right.
That's baffling.
That
is laughing.
I've got another one for you. Tarek Sims starting back row. Fuck that shit. Fuck that.
Where's Keon Kalonga-Matangi? Yeah. That was his position.
Until the weekend against the Tigers where he had the shittest game of his life.
No, he made me punch chairs up, bro.
Man. Freddie's seriously not picking this team of one game.
Nah,
man,
probably
the whole season, he's been amazing, Kalonga-Matangi. One of the best second rows in the game.
Boys.
Yeah.
Would you have started Liam Martin in the back row with Cam Murray and then had Sims maybe in the reserves or something? Because I can't believe Sims is starting. And boys, how did Frizzell and Jacob Saifidi get in the squad?
It'd make more sense to.
Exactly. How did? I don't understand.
No, Liam Martin went back.
I'll tell you who's good. I'll tell you who's two good replacements for Frizzell and Saifidi. Keon Kalonga-Matangi and Jake Trbojevic. Boom.
That'd be lethal.
Yeah, okay. I can deal with
and
it.
I can list a ton of other players. Ola Kawatu. Trying to think of another one right here on the top of my head.
Ola Kawatu?
No.
Yeah.
Not now. Not right now.
What do you mean?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Ola Kawatu's gone missing for the last 3 weeks. Ola Kawatu's gone missing. Just like Talakai. Just like Talakai did. The same thing.
Hey, bro, how? Blame Kua and DC for the defense, not just his fault.
Cherry Evans and Ola Kawatu haven't combined well for weeks. And Talakai, on the other hand, I haven't seen that cunt since the Broncos game.
Yeah.
Where is Talakai?
Tags embarrassed him.
Talakai, where the fuck are you? Someone call his phone number and say, Talakai, go out there and kill someone, you fucking idiot.
He was being talented for us at one point.
I think we can all agree that the New South Wales side, there's a lot of changes that we would make into that side. But let's turn our attentions onto the Queensland side now. Personally, I couldn't give two shits who Queensland choose. All right, I couldn't give two shits, but I will be honest in saying that they did make a lot of choices, which I would have went a bit different though. But we'll start off with you, Nick. What do you think?
Well, Selwyn Cobbo, I love the young kid, but I'm
don't
sorry.
say it.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
say it.
Selwyn
say
Cobbo is not ready for Origin, boys.
Oh, stop it! Yes, he is.
Nah, he needs more
Yes, he
experience.
is.
Nah.
He's a player that
No.
deserves a position in Origin
No way.
more than Suwali.
No
More than
way.
Suwali. He's been
Cobbo's
one of the
not ready
best
for
wings in
Origin.
the com. Okay, I'm guessing you would have Corey Oates.
I would have Corey Oates and Xavier Coates, yes.
A lot of people are disagreeing with Xavier Coates being picked in the side.
He's already played it. He's already played Origin and he's done the job.
I don't know why people are angry about
Yeah,
it.
well, he'll be the first.
Selwyn Cobbo is one of those players that it's just like Joseph Sawali. Put him in the reserves, get him in the Origin camp, get him in the environment. Don't throw him in the deep water and play him on the wing. The bloke's gonna be exposed next Wednesday night. I don't like it. They are taking a gamble here.
You were saying when we were talking,
How about
if any of them have one bad performance, their confidence is ripped.
Yep, exactly right, CJ. If one of these young kids have a shocker on Wednesday night, the media will beat them to a pulp, and then it'll take them 3 months to get over it. That's what will happen.
Yeah.
what about Nano? Do we say something?
Yep. Nanai's in the same boat as Cobbo. Not ready as well. Not ready. Not ready. No way.
You guys agree with the... What about now I know it's because I think he's sick, but Ben Hunt and starting hooker over Harry Grant. That's because Grant's sick, isn't it?
Oh, it's all media. Origin camp beat up. He's not fucking sick.
No, he's been sick for a week. Before
He's been
It's
sick
the
for a
tactics, I
week.
think.
he could be
Mate.
okay.
My fucking morning wood's been stiff for a week. Fucking hell, man.
But Ben Hunt, I'm glad he
He
was
just
picked. I'm glad Ben Hunt was picked.
Selwyn Cobbo, great young player. Will be he'll play over 20 Origin games in the future. Jeremiah Nanai probably will be in the same boat. But throwing these young kids into Origin, haven't even played 20 NRL games yet. It's such a risk. I wouldn't have done it. I would have waited a bit longer.
To be fair, when you look at the depth of Queensland, it's not as huge as
true.
someone like New South Wales. So I reckon that they're just throwing they're throwing all their chips into one deck, and then they're just they're counting on these juniors to pull off a miracle here. But I will be honest, this is probably the best Queensland side we've seen in recent years, and it is going to be a test for New South Wales, a huge test.
I'd ask you this, boys. I'm just reading the chat here. What about Cotter and Carrigan? Oh, definitely. They are well deserved.
Exactly. I watched Cotter closely when I went to Penrith and Cowboys. Despite the Cowboys losing, I reckon Cotter was one of their best players, and he was dynamite in that game. And I look back at Magic Round where he just had an amazing performance.
Boys, I just gotta say, Jai Arrow not making the 17 is very, very unlucky.
I would have picked him in that starting 17. That's what I don't agree with.
I would have had him over Nanai, bro. I just don't want to see these young players get rushed in, have a shit Origin debut, get bagged in the media for it, and then their form goes out the window. Arrow can play front row, can play back row, can play lock. Arrow's a perfect play for your bench. And look, as good as Lindsay Collins has been, he's still trying to get over that ACL injury that he's coming back from. So he hasn't been in particularly great form as well. But boys, back on to New South Wales for just a second. Regan Campbell-Gillard and Ryan Madison, I reckon they're well-deserved for the Blues bench. Well-deserved. I'm
happy to see them back.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, especially Ryan Madison, man. He's really come out as a player since joining Parramatta, and I think this year has been one of his best years so far.
All right, boys.
And
Before we move on from the Origin talk, before we move on from it, I just want to ask you boys one question. Who was the one player that you believe was very unlucky not to make the Origin squad? We'll start with you first, CJ.
Oh, it's a tough one, isn't it? Like, does it count as them being in the squad or just like not playing at all?
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
For me, I think it's Addo Carr, really, when it comes down to it. I think he's been a consistent starter for years. He hasn't had the best, start to the season, but he's been there, done that, and the experience would have helped, I reckon, in my opinion.
Yeah, what about you, ProEnzo Vidz?
Alex Johnston. I think Johnston should have been at least in the squad somewhere. Like we've all said, it gets overlooked way too much. With that age.
Yeah. What about you, CHAMPA?
I would say Adokar as well. I agree with CJ, but I'll stay different. And I'll say someone like Mitchell Moses. I feel like the form that Mitchell Moses is in, he's in amazing form and been one of Parramatta's best players this year. And to not take that great form and use it into Origin is definitely a missed opportunity for Freddie. So Mitchell Moses, I feel like this could have been his time to really make up for that Game 3 last year, and I'll just make the Origin. So I reckon he deserves it.
I'll say for me, for New South Wales, I think Angus Crichton was unlucky, boys. I think Tarek Sims shouldn't be anywhere near the team. Angus Crichton, been there, done it before. Yeah, he hasn't been in the best form, but Angus Crichton over Tarek Sims for me would have made so much more sense. So I think Angus Crichton's a bit unlucky, and for Queensland, well, fuck me. Boys, I reckon Sam Walker's unlucky not to be in the squad, and I reckon Reid Money's very, very fucking unlucky as well.
Yeah, that one as well. Reid Money.
Yeah, Corey Oates, number one. Yeah,
we haven't touched on Reid Money, but I reckon he should be at least in that side. A really great hooker, and Sam Walker as well.
Sam Walker, man, like. I love Tom Dearden, and I'm glad he's 18th man, and I think he's obviously played well to deserve that, but Sam Walker would have been my pick, personally.
Sam Walker, he'll get his opportunity.
Yeah.
What about someone like...
what's that? What?
Oh, I was just going to mention Reece Walsh.
No way. No way. I would rather play Val Holmes at fullback than have Reece Walsh in this team.
Fair enough.
All right, let's move on from the Origin, and we'll go to topic number 4 now. And well, me, CJ, and Lorenzo, obviously we were at Belmore Oval on Sunday afternoon for the Dogs and Dragons. Great atmosphere, great crowd. Was Belmore Oval a success over the weekend? Obviously, a couple of clowns towards the end there trying to run on the field and trying to ruin it for everyone. But ProEnzo Vidz, was Belmore Oval a success over the weekend in your opinion?
Yeah, I think it was. I think we never get a sellout somewhere. It always is a success, especially at Belmore, because Belmore's it's been like 3 years since there's been a game there because of COVID and everything. But now to have a game back there where there's a lot of support, it's definitely a success for mine. And it was great meeting yourself and CJ there again. And I think we enjoyed our time there. I think we did. So I'd definitely give it a pass mark. I love being at Belmore.
Yeah, what about you, CJ? Obviously, we were there. We're watching it on. Mate, what do you reckon?
Oh, mate, with how the crowd were reacting, it was definitely a success. Both teams have been struggling over the last few years, specifically the Bulldogs, who are down the bottom, and they still get a sold-out crowd at Belmore. So, yeah, man, it was a success for me. It was a really enjoyable atmosphere. The fans were into it. And besides the end, man, it was a great day out. So, for me, it's a success.
Champa, what about yourself, bro? Obviously, you didn't see the game live, but from what you've seen, what do you reckon, bro? Was it a success?
Yeah, I wasn't at the game live, but I did watch it, and yeah, I have to say it was a success. I mean, I've never been to Belmore Oval. I do plan going there one day, but just watching it from TV, the atmosphere looked great. You guys can definitely comment on the atmosphere, but from what I saw on the TV, it looked great. The atmosphere looked a lot of high energy, and that's what you get with these not these huge stadiums like Bankwest are called, but a smaller suburban stadium like Belmore, I reckon can generate a lot of a lot of good energy, a lot of good atmosphere, and as you guys are saying, the crowds were getting at it, maybe a bit too much, but I feel like it was a massive success, and I reckon more games should be brought at Belmore Oval. I mean, that's a field, just like I would agree, like Leichhardt doesn't get enough respect as it should be getting.
Well, mate, obviously we were there, and that was my first time at the game, or at the ground. Sorry, and it's definitely a rugby league ground, and you walk in there, and it's all rugby league. It's what a rugby league game should be. You know, you got the fans giving it to each other. You got the Bulldogs fans on the hill with the Dragons fans. You know, the barbecue sign, and you know everyone was saying Dragons rejects, Bulldogs rejects, and then it was crazy on the hill, mate. It was crazy, and then there was this one Karen who came down and said, "Oh, can you please sit down so I can see the game?" It's like, no, fuck you. We pay for our fucking tickets, cunt. You fuck you. No one's gonna sit down for you, woman. Fucking Karens for you. But I believe it was a massive success. The only negative, obviously, was a couple of clowns towards the end there who ran on the field. Yeah, tried to ruin it for everyone. But great ground. Really enjoyed it. I would love to see 3 to 4 games go there a year for the Bulldogs. It would be awesome if they would, redo it a little bit, make it a bit bigger, a bit more wide, and play there every week, which would be good for the Bulldogs. But obviously, with the contract with ANZ Stadium where they're going to play there and shit, I think it'd be great for the game to take more games to Belmore. So, great atmosphere, and it's a very nice ground. I'm telling you, it's a very beautiful ground. A massive success over the weekend.
Loved it. Great ground.
I enjoyed it.
Yep.
I really did. All right. Well, let's move on. Topic number 3. Some sad news this afternoon. Channel 9's longest-serving commentator in rugby league history, Ray Rabbits Warren, beautiful Channel 9, has retired from commentary. Boys, this was a sad thing to read this afternoon. We all knew it was coming, but we didn't know when. I'll start with you first, CJ. Mate, Channel 9's going to take a while for them to move on from this. You got those other drop kicks there in Matt Thompson and Peter, what's his name? I don't know his last name.
He's not that bad.
They're both fucking dog shit commentators. I'd rather listen to the fucking toilet. But Rabbits, huge loss. CJ, what are your thoughts on Ray Warren retiring?
The greatest commentator I've ever listened to. Obviously, he's commentated so much iconic moments in the 50 years of the game. He's the voice that we all grew up with. Thursday night, Friday night, Sunday afternoon. We're going to miss it. 99 Origin games, just iconic, and he's going to be sorely missed because just not hearing Ray Warren on TV is just weird. So I wish him all the best, and thank you for being the voice of rugby league for the last 50 years.
Yeah, ProEnzo, Vidz, what do you reckon, bro? What a massive loss for the game.
Well, it's not going to be the same anymore, especially losing someone like Rabs. I think we've all grown up watching games with him commentating. I think that's what we've all gone through, and it's going to be very sad, not the same without him. So I think it's a big loss, and I don't know if these commentators like Matt Thompson, Peter, I can't say the fucking last name, forget it,
Dalton,
and
I think it is.
These other people, however you say it. But yeah, they're I don't know. It's not going to be the same. I miss Rabs, and I think he's a legend.
Yeah. CHAMPA, what about yourself, brother?
Yeah, I don't think that there's anyone in rugby league history that could generate more hype or excitement for a game that Rabs could. Andrew Voss is probably a close second, but when it comes to commentary, Rabs is on a league of his own. Like, the passion that he would bring in for games is just something that can't be matched anymore, and it is going to be a long time. Channel 9 finds a more iconic replacement. But I think that this is a career that's well deserved, and it's a retirement that's well deserved. Like he said, he's got nothing more to prove. He's literally commentated everything, and I think it's right now just to enjoy his retirement. I mean, I don't know if you guys could tell, but you could tell by his later the later years, you can tell that the passion was fading. It was struggling, and he's an elder man, so he can't really get too excited or get pumped up as he would 20 years ago. But
yeah,
it's still great to hear his voice. And look, I mean, I don't mind Matt Thompson. You guys might think he's a drop kick. I don't mind him, but if I was Channel 9, I'll be looking at Fox right now and I'll be thinking, all right, I want to take one of your commentators. Which one should I take? I reckon they should make it be for one of the Fox commentators. Maybe bring Vossi back.
Andrew Voss was at 9 for 18 years. Warren Smith's been at Fox since, I think, when Fox even first came out as a thing.
Who else is there? You got Andy Raymond, maybe?
Andy Raymond.
I don't want to listen to fucking Dan Gannett. I take Andy Thompson. I mean, Andy Raymond.
Yeah.
I've got no idea what he's doing nowadays for commentary. To be honest, I've got no idea.
I think he's doing his. Oh no, he's on Triple M. I think.
Yeah, Triple M. Yeah, I think it was Triple M or Radio. I'm pretty sure it was one of the two. But he would be an awesome replacement for Rabs on Channel 9.
Yeah, but it does look like that Matt Thompson is going to be that lead commentator now. He'll be doing special games like State of Origin, Grand Final. It's just something we've got to deal with, guys. It's the world we have to live in now.
Like Sam said, bro, Grand Final's going to feel weird without Rabs.
Yeah. It is. State of Origin's everything, but like we said, guys, this time was going to come, and I like to think that for all you wrestling fans, Rabs was the JR of the NRL. He was the
no doubt.
You listen, like I've watched a lot of sports, and you just think to yourself, there's always that one commentator that just has that unique voice that you just cannot hate. Jim Ross was one, and Premier League Martin Tyler was one, and for rugby league we have Ray Warren. And man, Ray Warren, if you ever watch this, I wish you all the best in your retirement. It's well deserved. You are a legend. Should be in the Hall of Fame. Should be in the NRL Hall of Fame.
I think he should be the NRL commentator immortal. That's what I reckon.
Oh
yeah.
I would not disagree.
Yeah, absolutely.
He'd be the first bloke there. But yeah, look, I'm with you boys. Massive loss for Channel 9. Massive loss for the game. Yeah, it's very sad. And look, I think he's the best commentator that's ever commentated rugby league. I think Warren Smith's probably a close second. But yeah, massive loss, and it is very sad to see Rabs go. But we say it all the time. You can't stay around forever. You have to let go sometimes, and let the new guys take over. So it is what it is. But yeah.
Thank you, Rabs.
Wishes. Yeah, thank you, Rabs, pretty much. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Topic number 2. Boys, the Dolphins. They've bought a player in an important position. Dolphins have signed Jeremy Marshall-King. He's going to be playing dummy half for the Dolphins. What a shit signing. But, Champa, what are your thoughts on it?
Shit signing, man. I think it's a fantastic signing. Jeremy Marshall-King has always had potential at the Bulldogs, and I thought that it was never going to be fully brought out at the Bulldogs. And like I've been saying this for a while. Dolphins need to sign someone in that spine position, and they found a hooker. I think it's great. I think it's a smart move from Bennett. Okay, Marshall-King. He's not a Grant. He's not a Marnie. He's not a Coruscant. He's not any of those players. But you know what? He has the potential to be up there. And I reckon Bennett can get the best out of Jeremy Marshall-King. All right? He's a good passer. And if you're in the halves, I reckon he could do the job well, but I see him more as a hooker. He plays his part well. And I'm excited to see what he does with the Dolphins. I do hope he's in that starting position and not as a backup player or someone to fill in the spots. But I'm glad he's there. I think it's a great signing.
Lorenzo, what do you reckon?
It's not a good sign at all. He's not even a good player. I get it. He makes those occasional good runs in dummy half, and I think he is not a bad defender, but he looks too passive. You know what I mean? He looks too passive in attack. And every time, I don't know how many of you boys noticed, whenever he keeps the ball up to pass it, he just a couple of seconds when the defense is already coming up, and then he passes it. You know, you can't do that. Like, the defense is already up by the time he passes the ball. So it means that, you know, he's not fully developed as a hooker. He's not fully developed as a hooker. I mean,
But
look, I'll put it this way: him and Lachlan Croker are very similar. Make some good runs, but make some very bad calls in the play as well. I hope Marshall King goes well, but he is not a great player. Unfortunately, he's not.
What about you, CJ? Marshall King, what are you thoughts on him going to the Dolphins?
It's all right. It's nothing too good, but under Wayne Bennett, you know, he can obviously develop really good. But I would have preferred someone like a Sam Verrills or something like that, in my opinion. But, you know, Jeremy Marshall King, you know, they needed someone quick off his feet. I don't reckon he's... I think it's an average signing. It's not the hooker they needed, but it's someone to fill in the spine position. So, you know, whatever.
I'm surprised I'm surprised Wayne didn't even have a look at the Super League. You've got a lot of really good hookers over there, and Darryl Clark, Cruz Leeming, Brad Dwyer, Danny Levi, plenty of good number 9s going around over there. So I'm surprised they didn't even consider any of them, or maybe they did. Who knows? But Marshall King, a bit like what ProEnzo said, a bit like Lachlan Croker, and in my opinion, Marshall King would not even be a top 12 hooker in the game. He'd be in the top 4 worst hookers in the game. That's just being honest.
You don't think that Bennett can't reinvent Marshall King in a way and
he probably can.
Sort of save his career?
He probably can, but Wayne Bennett has to do so much as it is. He can't save everybody.
I reckon him and the Dolphins is a good way to.
Are you defending him because he's Benji Marshall's relative or what? Is that what it is, CHAMPA? Is that what it is?
I think look. All right, yes, he is a relative of Benji Marshall, my favorite player of all time. But I do see the potential in the kid, and he's still fairly young, hasn't even his 30s. There's still time to fix Jeremy Marshall King. I mean, you guys have seen the potential he shows in the Bulldogs. It's sad that it's not consistent, but it can be at the Dolphins. I reckon Bennett can fix him. He's fixed a lot of players in the past. I reckon Jeremy Marshall King's going to be the next one.
Marshall King fixed this. Marshall King fixed that. How about Marshall King come around to my cousin's house, go out the backyard, and fix my cousin's cubby house to cunt? I mean, what's he going to do? What's he going to fucking do? Seriously. He's going to do fuck all. Fuck all.
All right.
I don't rate him, but I love to be proven wrong.
Fair enough.
But
fair.
Anyway, we'll move on. We'll move on from the Dolphins and Jeremy Marshall King now. And boys, topic number 1. A little bit of a mid-season review because we're just about at the halfway mark now of the NRL season. What will the NRL top 8 look like come season's end? Now, this is going to be quite interesting to see what you guys have come up with. All I want is your 1 to 8. We're now at the halfway mark. Some teams are 6 and 6. Some teams are in the top 4. ProEnzo Vidz, what is the top 8 going to look like at the end of round 25?
Yep. Okay. I'll try and say it off the top of my head as best as I can. So I think number 1 first, I'll have the Panthers. Number 2, Melbourne. Number 3, I'm gonna go. I think Cowboys will maintain that spot. Number 4, I think Sharks. Number 5, Parramatta. Number 6, Brisbane. Number 7, yeah. Let me check the ladder quickly. Hang on. I'm getting someone. I think number 7 I'll have Souths, and number 8 I reckon I reckon probably Canberra.
Canberra. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. CJ, what's your top 8, mate, for the end of the season?
So the minor premiers for me are Panthers, second Melbourne Storm, third Parramatta Eels, fourth Sydney Roosters, fifth Cronulla, sixth Brisbane, seventh. Oh, fuck! This is tough, eh?
Where's the Cowboys at? Fuck me.
I butchered my ladder, eh? Oh, this is tough. Yep. I'll do Cowboys and South, but I need to put Manly in there somewhere.
Well. Goodbye, Manly.
No,
Goodbye, Manly.
Sorry,
CHAMPA, what do you reckon, brother? CHAMPA, what do you got?
Butchered my ladder.
All right. So at first, I have the Storm. Second, I have Panthers. Third, I have Cowboys. Fourth, I have Parramatta. Fifth, I have Brisbane. Sixth, I have the Sharks. Seventh, I have the Roosters. And eighth, I have the Dragons.
Wow. Not bad. All right. I'll give you my top 8 that I think's what's going to end up happening by the end of the season. First, Penrith. Second, Melbourne. Third, Roosters. Fourth, Cowboys. Fifth, Brisbane. 6, Sharks. 7, Parramatta. 8th, Dragons.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yep.
See, I think Panthers and Storm will be in that top 2 bracket. I think Roosters will get their shit together. Roosters will get third. Cowboys will fall to fourth, I feel. Brisbane will get fifth, and they'll get a home final. 6, well, I reckon Cronulla or Parramatta will fight out 6, but I think Cronulla will get 6. Parra will get 7th, and that 8th spot for me will come down between South Sydney, St. George, Canberra, I guess Manly as well, and I don't know if anyone else can get there. I think the Bulldogs are fucked. I think the Tigers are almost cooked. Titans, Knights, I might put a pen through them. Warriors, I can't see them getting up there as well. So, you know, that 7 and 8 spot is going to be quite interesting. I'd say from South, St. George, Canberra, Manly, that 8th spot. It's going to be interesting. But I think Brisbane will finish higher than the Sharks, boys. I know you guys have gone Sharks over the Broncos some of years, but I just feel Brisbane will be too good at home for some of their games. So Brisbane will finish 5th, I reckon.
Yeah, people in the comments, just remember, it's just an opinion. Don't take it to heart.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's opinion.
Everyone takes it to heart every now and then nowadays, but it's all good. All right. Well, let's move on. Actually, no. Before we move on, I want to ask you boys one more question on this topic.
Yep.
What's the grand final going to be? We're at the halfway mark. We got another half of the season to go. ProEnzo, Vidz, what's going to be the grand final and who's going to win it?
Fuck, I don't know. I think Storm Panthers. I hate to be boring, but I think that's what it's going to be, and Panthers will go back to back.
Yep. CJ?
Panthers and Parramatta. I think Penrith go back to back.
Wow. CHAMPA?
Brisbane Storm.
What?
Brisbane Storm.
Whoa.
Fuck, mate, that's a wild one.
Throwback to 2006.
Oh, God, I'll be so depressed if that's the grand final. I'm not going to lie. The grand final that I see happening coming into the season, I reckon it's going to be a Roosters Panthers grand final.
Wow, that'd be nice.
I reckon Roosters will win it.
I think out of all the ones we've said, I reckon CJ's one, Panthers, Para. I reckon that's a really exciting one.
I picked the Roosters at the start of the season, and I am still sticking with them. I'm not going off the Roosters. I'm staying with the
pick
Roosters. I'm not writing them off. No way.
I picked Roosters as well this start of the year to be my premiership favourites. I've leaned more towards Storm now, but no, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
I still reckon the Roosters can win this competition. I know they've had a few issues, a few dramas, like combinations and stuff, but they're starting to get this shit together. A Panthers-Roosters grand final would be awesome. So I'm going Roosters to win the comp against Penrith in the grand final. I reckon that will be that could be a great grand final.
That would be interesting. Very interesting.
It's time. It is time for the Breakdown Podcast Game Show. CJ will be playing this week.
Oh.
Righto.
Here we go.
As we know, it is best of three. So first one to score 3 points wins the match. So
Look up at the roof.
let's go. As you boys know, interrupt any time, and if you get the question right, then you get the question right. Yeah, but do not read the chat.
All right.
Don't comment.
Do not read the fucking chat.
You ready, boys?
All right.
We'll
You
comment.
ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Right.
Question number 1. What was the score in the Broncos-Titans game last weekend?
35-24 Broncos.
Oi!
I remember because they choked a 20-point
We
lead.
won, CJ.
CJ off to a
You know-
flyer.
Just to prove I'm not cheating, I'll look up at the roof.
Just so you know,
Ah,
I'm just throwing random questions at you, and it's all random. CJ 1, all you boys 0. All right. Next question. What was the score of Tigers Cowboys at Magic Round?
Cowboys-
I know this
Cowboys
one.
32,
36.
Cowboys 36, Tigers 12.
32, 12, 14.
Okay.
32-16.
ProEnzo Vidz
I
got
said
that one right.
Cowboys 36, Tigers 12.
ProEnzo Vidz got that.
I knew
Yes.
Cowboys got 36. I was just thinking what the Tigers got.
36-12. ProEnzo Vidz nailed that. All right.
I remember that.
Bear with me, ProEnzo. I'm just putting your score on the board here. Right. Ah, you fucking stupid computer cunt. All right. Here we go. What? ProEnzo Vidz 1, CJ 1, CHAMPA 0.
Duck egg.
Okay. Next question. Boys, what was the score in round 1 between the Tigers and the Storm?
Oh,
20.
26-12 Storm?
No.
26-20.
Wrong.
And I know both.
28-14.
Storm 20, Tigers 14.
No.
22-14.
No.
22-16.
Wrong.
Sweat. Storm 24, Tigers 10.
No.
28-16. No, it was 28-14.
No.
Oh.
Storm 6.
18-16.
Time out.
Yeah.
The margin was 10.
Oh, 28-18.
No.
2010.
26-16.
Yes, CHAMPA.
Oh,
Ah,
all right.
Oh.
Give me the point then.
CHAMPA got it. Wow.
it's 1-1-1.
1-1-1-1. Fuck me. We got a blockbuster here. Righto. Let's go to the next one. Boys, what was the score in round 1 between Brisbane and South?
11-4 Brisbane.
Oh,
Oh,
yes. CJ, fucking me.
Fuck that game. Capewell field goal. Fucking hell.
Fucking memory card. Jesus. If CJ gets the next one, CJ wins.
Oh, the pressure's on.
The pressure is on. All right. Let me get a question for you. This is a good one. Boys, What was the score 2 weeks ago in the Queensland Cup game between the Northern Pride and the Sunshine Coast Power?
What the fuck?
He's
I don't
taking
know.
the piss, surely.
15-10?
48-2.
32-6.
I'll give you a clue. It was a draw, but what was the
Yeah.
score?
18-all.
No.
26.
10 all. 10 all.
Hang on. ProEnzo, what did you say?
10 all.
I can't hear, bro. What did you say? You're cutting out.
Fuck. I said 10 all. You can hear
Nah.
that?
Nah, there we go. Champa,
16-all?
what did you say?
24-10.
It was a draw, but what was the score?
Oh, it was a draw.
2020.
No.
14-all?
18-18.
No.
22-22.
Yes, Champa.
Oh, did I actually get it right?
Wow.
Yeah, you did. Oh. Oi, I'm just saying, I really hope ProEnzo gets the next one, so it's 2-2 and we have a decider.
Oh, I got this, man.
Yeah, let's hope so.
I really hope
what
we
it
get a
is.
decider. Fuck. Okay. ProEnzo Vidz 1. Champa 2. CJ 2. Fuck me, this is good. This is getting good. All right. We're going to go back to... Let's go to a random game here. How about... Tell you what. Here we go. Boys, what was the score the last time the Broncos and Cowboys played?
38-12 Cowboys.
Yep, CJ's the winner.
How does he know all this stuff?
How?
Fuck,
I was looking up at the
no.
wall.
How?
I was looking up at the wall. Yeah, 38-12.
Mate,
CJ
you know
Moxley,
what? Have
the
a
guest of the Breakdown Podcast Game Show, has destroyed and humiliated ProEnzo Vidz and All Out
Sorry.
Champa.
Nah, it was a good contest.
CJ Moxley was paying about $6.
Wow.
CJ was paying about $6 on Nick Bennett, and he's got the win.
Fine, man.
You can't, but
Wow.
you can't script these things.
Yes.
Well done, CJ.
Cheers, boys.
All right. All right, boys.
Okay.
Let's get into the round of footy.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
As always, well, this weekend, obviously, only 4 games due to Origin next Wednesday night. But all I want you to do is give me your margin so give me a margin of 1 to 12 or 13 plus, and give me your first try scorer. So, round 13 of the NRL kicks off tomorrow night at Cbus Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. I will be there. It's going to be a fantastic night. Titans versus Cowboys. ProEnzo Vidz. Who wins this game? By how much? And give me a first try scorer.
Cows 1 to 12. And I'm going to go Hamiso by Fidel.
Yep. Champa?
Cowboys 13 plus. Ruben Cotter first try. No, he's not in the side.
He's not playing.
Yes. Scott Drinkwater. He's on the side. Scott Drinkwater.
Drinkwater's at fullback. Yep.
Yeah, first try scorer. First try scorer.
CJ?
Cowboys by 10. Brendan Elliott anytime.
Oh, nice. I'm going the Cowboys. Obviously, I'll be there. Cowboys 13 plus, and first try scorer. It's going to be Hill and Lukey boys in the back row.
Let's go.
Hill and Lukey's going to score the first try.
What's going to happen then?
What?
What's going to happen then? You're like spot on your bets all the time.
Well,
Oh, yeah, he's
Hill and
spot on.
Lukey-
You cannot.
he's paying $17 on Sportsbet to score first.
Get
Let
on
me
it.
guess. Can I
That's
put
pretty
$1 on
good.
there? Probably put $2
How
on
much?
that? Are you going to put like $2 on that?
More like 20.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
I'll be there.
Oh,
So if
yeah.
it happens, I'll lose my voice, I reckon.
Fucking hell.
All right.
Let's go.
Friday night footy, the one game down there at Penrith. It is the Panthers versus the Bulldogs at Penrith Park, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. ProEnzo, what happens here, mate? Panthers, Dogs.
Ooh, if they can't win this week, then when will they ever win properly? So I've got Dogs by 4, and I think young Jacob Carrazes will score any time.
Yep. CHAMPA, Panthers, Dogs.
Panthers 13 plus, even without all their star players. And you know what? You're just going to score a try? Young man on debut, Kurt Falls.
Yes.
Ooh.
He will
CJ?
fall over and
He's
score.
good.
Oh, look, Canterbury an embarrassment. They'll lose to Penrith's reserve team. Panthers by 8. I was going to say Kurt Falls, but I'll go off the other half. Sean O'Sullivan to score.
Nice.
I think use the both off your chops. I reckon the Bulldogs will win. They have to win. They have to win. If they can't win this, they might as well not play another game this year. They might as well not even show up.
Their team is full
Just
strength.
forfeit.
The only player that's out for the Bulldogs is Pangai Jr., I reckon. I think.
If they lose,
Yes.
fuck.
Yeah,
And Dufty. Dufty's been dropped as well for Corey Allen.
That's right.
But I'm
Yeah.
going the Bulldogs 1-12, and first try scorer, I'm going to go with Josh Adokar.
Nice.
Statement.
All right, Saturday night, 7:30, over there at Brookvale Oval, down there in Sydney. Lorenzo, your boys, Manly versus the Warriors. What's going to happen here, bro?
I'm hoping for a Manly win, and I'll go with a Manly win. I've got Manly 1-12, and I reckon Saab and his return will score anytime. Actually, no, I'll start for a double. I like Saab for a double.
All right, nice. What about you, Champa? Manly or Warriors?
4 straight losses are coming Manly's way. I'm going to go the Warriors in this one, 1-12. And the anytime try scorer. I'm going to go with, let's go with Adam Pompey. He's going to go for a try.
All right, not bad.
Bro.
What about you, CJ?
This is my game of the round. I might still be going to this one. I'm going to go Manly by 4. Christian Tuipulotu anytime, and he'll run over 200 meters.
Well, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to go Manly 1-12, only because it's at Brookvale Oval, and I hate tipping the Warriors now. They drive me insane. Manly 1-12, and I'm going to go Hamoli Olakau'atu to score the first try.
Not bad.
Nice.
And the final game of the round, Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock at GIO Stadium in Canberra. Raiders versus Roosters. ProEnzo, what do you reckon about this one, bro? Raiders, Roosters.
I think Roosters will still win. I think Roosters 1-12, and try scorer. He'll make a statement in this game. Angus Crichton.
Yep. What about you, Champa? Raiders, Roosters.
Game of the round for this one. I am going to go the Roosters. No, yeah. No, I'm still going to go Roosters. 1-12. Close one. And Kevin Oglama. Anytime try score.
What about you, CJ? Raiders and the Roosters, brother.
Roosters by 6, and anytime try scorer Egan Butcher.
Yeah, look, I'm going to go the Roosters as well. I'm going to go Roosters 1-12. Angus Crichton will score first, and Nagama will score as well at some point, I think. Kevin Nagama will bag a try, but I'm also going with the Roosters to beat the Raiders on Sunday afternoon. But, fellas, that concludes the Rugby League Breakdown podcast, episode 50. Boys, what a show it's been.
It's been amazing.
Mate.
I still remember watching the first episode of the Rugby League Breakdown podcast when it was you two, Lorenzo, Nick, and Fanatics as a co-host. Ever since then, the show has just taken off.
Oh, yeah, it's taken off all right. It's been fantastic, as always. But, boys, everyone go and subscribe to ProEnzo Vidz, All Out Champa, and go and check out CJ. And, boys, thanks for coming on tonight. It's been a great show.
No, thanks.
It's been great being on.
Brother.
Thank you.
No worries. All right. Well, thanks, boys. That wraps things up. Obviously, I'll be at the Titans versus Cowboys game tomorrow night. So There should be a live review as I'm leaving the ground or when I'm at the ground. Who the hell knows? I'll be there. So, should be a lot of fun tomorrow night at the Titans and Cowboys game. Hopefully, the Cowboys win. Otherwise, if we don't win, well, who knows what will happen?
Hopefully, the
Oh,
security
dear.
good.
Mate,
You can-
guess who will be featuring in the vlog tomorrow?
Who's that?
King?
The King.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
keep
What
those
time?
security guards away from the King's way. All right? Let me
You're
just
not
tell you
wrong.
that right now.
Look out.
Hopefully not. All right, boys. Well, we're getting on out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic night. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe. Have a good night.